This is the book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 1, and it reads, "Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yahweh. The powers that be are ordained of Yahweh." Verse 2, "Whosoever there shall resist the power, resisted the ordinance of Yahweh, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation." Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and the glory shall go to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Akakodash, Brakatham. Double honor shall go to the apostles, elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone who continue to teach and to rule well. Shalom to the Akims of Great Millstone and like-minded camps and individuals who continue to teach as one body, who continue to be out on the highways and byways, risking their lives for the greater good. And also shalom to the sincere Akwats who are continuously learning in silence as the Holy Scriptures have commanded for you to do so. This is Azariah Gabar, representing the King is Coming channel, back at it with another lesson for edification purposes. All right, so the title for this lesson today is going to be The Lord's Damnation. Okay? Because you 2/3, once again, the ones that continue to resist the ordinance of Yahweh, to resist his knowledge, wisdom, all right, of his truth and not the commandments of men, to resist his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's what I wanted to really say, okay? You're setting yourselves up for damnation, all right? So when we go to the book of Acts 17:23, it reads, "For as I passed by and beheld your devotions, I found an altar with this inscription, to the unknown Yahweh, whom therefore ye ignorantly worship him, declare I unto you." In verse 24, "Yahweh that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made with hands." Okay, so Salakia, simply put, and I've said this several times in other video lessons, the Lord does not dwell in these churches. Okay? You are the church. But because a lot of you 2/3 don't want to accept this, and you want to still be hell bent on going into these churches every Sunday and praying to a false God, Jesus Christ, aka Seja Bojer, all right? You're setting yourselves up for damnation, all right? So when we go to the book of Psalms 108 and 10, it reads from King Dawadah, "Who will bring me into the strong city? Who will lead me into Edom?" Verse 11, "Wilt not thou, O Yahweh, who has cast us off? And wilt not thou, O Yahweh, go forth with our hosts?" Verse 12, this is the point. "Give us help from trouble, for vain is the help of man." All right? So who is trouble in this scenario, in this scripture? That would be none other than Esau, Edom. So King Dawadah is praying on the behalf of Yasharallah to give us help from trouble or Esau, Edom. For vain is the help of man. All right? and I mentioned this in the previous lesson as well, that we want to continue to go out to vote, Republican, Democrat, or even independent, putting our trust in man. But in the meantime, like I mentioned in the past as well, that an individual is selected and not elected. All right? So this wicked beast system wants to have you people thinking and swearing that you're doing something while you going out there to vote. And I remember back in the early 2000s, Salakia, a lot of our jakes were wearing these dumbass t-shirts, vote or die. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Vote or die? But again, Lord's people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, all right? Simply put, plainly put. So when we go to the book of Revelation 16:19, it reads, "And the great city was divided into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came in remembrance before Yahweh, to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath." And verse 20, "And every island fled away, and the mountains were not found." Okay? So you people got to understand that this is all part of the Lord's damnation. All right? If you don't get your acts together, while you still have the time to do so. So I want to queue up a couple of quick videos. But before I do that, I have to always make this disclaimer: fair use of the 1976 Copyright Act law. These videos are for education and edification purposes only. I'm not making a dime off of any of these videos. Y'all heard? So this first video, it's about broke single moms that are running out of options. Okay? And that's, again, part of the damnation or the curses of you Aquats, because you're too busy being rebellious and stiff-necked. Y'all heard? So, Slakia, let me cue up this video.
Through all the judgment, I still hold on to faith. I remind myself this is only temporary. God didn't bring me this far just to leave me here. And no matter what people say, I know my heart. I know my fight. So yes, today hurt, but tomorrow holds the blessing I prayed for. Stability, peace, and a safe home for me and my son. And no matter how heavy it gets, I refuse to give up. Hey y'all, I miss y'all. So let me tell y'all the update. What's been going on? I've been getting so many DMs and so many messages. What happened? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? I really forgot I done gained a little community, a little following from that. Girl, I am still homeless. Yes. Let me tell y'all, my job, they did not send my direct deposit, y'all. I had to go to my job, pick up a check. They printed the check wrong. Went to my bank couldn't cash it. Went to their bank couldn't cash it. Went to check cashing place, the check cashing place couldn't cash it because I had already wrote my name on the back of it, signed it. So it was just a whole lot. I literally just got paid from them. Like, I was going through so much. I cried, y'all. The place I thought I was going to get approved for, I did not get approved for none of them apartments that I showed you. I did not get approved for none of them. Yeah, I've been going through it. Life's been kicking my ASS, but my son is good. He's happy. My hair's still not done, and I'm still homeless. I'm in an Airbnb right now. I got work at 3. It's 11 o'clock right now. I need a cut.
All right? So, that's video number 1. You saw the sister, and then you heard another sister prior to her. All right? They're homeless with chillings. All right? Because more often than not, these women are rebellious and they're stiff-necked. They probably got rid of their husbands out the household to collect that government check. All right? Or they probably just, Straight up wicked demons, okay? And you Aquats, I say this all the time. If you have a problem with what I'm saying, examine yourself. Self-examination. Because today is a day of the blowing of the trumpet. So we're supposed to meditate and self-examine ourselves in the sight of the Lord. That's what I'm doing, okay? So that's video number 1. I want to queue up another video. And this is for the Aquats, not the Aquats, the Akims, Salakia. So this one is going to entitle The Trucking Recession, right? That too many people, too many brothers are getting laid off, you know, or they quitting because of the trucking recession. So let me queue up this video real quick, Salakia.
All right, this feels almost illegal to know, but our windows were so old and just desperately needed to be replaced. So I called a few contractors.
Just like that. We're done. That's it.
Jay Reed, of course.
14 years on the road, or 14 years driving. So I hang the keys up. Literally, right there. Hang them up. I'm done. I think this was my final trip. I know this was my final trip. No more truck life. No more road life. Ready to go home and see what's in store. Y'all be safe on those road drivers.
Truckers are mass quitting right now after the industry falls apart. And honestly, we're going through a trucking recession as we speak. Now, we can say many different reasons as to what's going on. We can say tariffs, we can say the economy, we can say, whatever you want to call it, Trump policies, it doesn't matter. But what we can say is so many businesses are being destroyed. So many workers are being they're not getting paid enough. It just solely depends on the situation. But it's crazy to see what's happening right now within the industry. But I got more videos in here that are going to blow your mind. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well for more great content like this. Let's get to the rest of the video.
I had a driver ask me.
All right, so you got the great empathizer, Jay Reed. Again, this brother, he's definitely not of the elect. I mentioned that in a previous video. He's so sympathetic towards Babylon. It's not even funny. But again, this video, as you just saw, was about the brothers, Edomites as well. But you got to include the brothers who are truck drivers who are either quitting or getting laid off. Because again, this is the Lord's damnation. This is part of the curses. All right? And it's going to get worse and worse and worse as time goes on. Y'all heard? So this is going to conclude this beautiful lesson for today. Hopefully, once again, someone is edified from it. All praises, honor, and the glory shall go to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Makah, Kodash, Brakatam, Kwam Yasharala. And as always, Lord willing, on to the next video. Shalom.